Good news is here for Keanu Reeves and his Constantine 2 project, even though there's a strike going on with the Writers Guild of America. Keanu Reeves played the role of John Constantine, a person who deals with demons, in the 2005 movie Constantine. In that movie, they mixed different stories from the comics, and it was about a big battle between heaven and hell. For a long time, Keanu Reeves wanted to make a sequel to that movie. Finally, they agreed to make the sequel, but there were worries about it because DC Studios was changing a lot under James Gunn and Peter Safran. However, things are looking positive now for the Constantine 2 movie. So let's see why Constantine 2 is happening 20 years after the original. Due to the Writers Guild of America strike, the script for Constantine 2 might not be finished by the end of this year. If things go smoothly, the movie could start being filmed in 2024. This means that if everything goes well, Constantine 2 could be shown in cinemas in 2025. This is interesting because it would be released in the same year that marks 20 years since the first movie came out. Keanu Reeves coming back as Constantine after a long break is interesting. Right now, DC is planning to make a new shared universe with its movies, but Constantine 2 won't be part of that plan. The new movie will have its own story, separate from the others. The biggest reason this new movie is even happening is because Keanu Reeves really wanted it. He has been pushing for a sequel to Constantine for many years, ever since the first movie came out. As stated by director Francis Lawrence, who is coming back for the sequel, Constantine 2 got the go-ahead because of a big reaction from the audience when Keanu Reeves announced on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert that he wanted to play John Constantine again. This, combined with Keanu Reeves' renewed popularity from the John Wick movies, the unsuccessful attempt to start J.J. Abrams' Constantine series, and other factors, all contributed to making Constantine 2 finally become a reality. By the way guys, don't forget to give a thumbs up for this video, and for more updates, smash the subscribe button.
Lift it up a bit. Tie that end up. And
more details about Constantine 2's progress should become clear after the Writers Guild of America strike is over, but things are looking positive for the sequel. However, Keanu Reeves has confirmed that he talked to James Gunn, the co-CEO of DC Studios and a filmmaker, about Constantine 2. This conversation happened because Keanu Reeves' DC movie series is being brought back to life. Yes, folks, Keanu Reeves has confirmed that he discussed Constantine 2 with DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn. A fresh DC universe is emerging, guided by James Gunn and Peter Safran to build a more connected and unified series of movies. Before the significant announcement in January, Warner Bros. Discovery confirmed the revival of an older DC franchise. In September 2022, Constantine 2 was officially announced to be in the works, with Keanu Reeves returning to play the DC Hellblazer character. Francis Lawrence, who directed the first movie, will also direct the sequel. However, there have been limited updates since the initial announcement. While the first set of DC movies and TV shows for Chapter 1, called Gods and Monsters, have been revealed, DC Studios is also considering properties from Elseworlds. Surprisingly, Constantine 2 wasn't included in the projects mentioned during the January announcement. This has led to questions about its status. In a Reddit AMA session, Keanu Reeves participated, and a fan asked if he had talked to Gunn about Constantine 2 and if he still hopes it will be made. Reeves confirmed that he has indeed discussed Constantine 2 with Gunn, and he remains optimistic that the sequel will happen. So is it possible for Keanu Reeves' Constantine to become part of the new DC universe? Even though Constantine 2 wasn't mentioned in the January event, there's a clear indication that the sequel is still in progress in some way. If Gunn and Reeves discussed it, there could be several implications. For instance, if they view Reeves' Constantine as an Elseworlds concept, it means his franchise wouldn't need to align with the wider DC Universe plans. Alternatively, if Gunn intends to integrate Constantine into the DC Universe, their discussions might revolve around ensuring both versions can coexist harmoniously without causing conflicts. Given Keanu Reeves' immense fame and the upcoming sequel to Constantine after almost 2 decades, there's a chance to link it to a larger shared universe. Since the initial Constantine movie had a more flexible adaptation, there's room for imaginative ways to incorporate it into Gunn's fresh storyline. This move could also introduce a seasoned hero into the DC universe, with Reeves' Constantine potentially being older than key figures. Since the Justice League Dark TV series on HBO Max isn't progressing, Constantine 2 might become a way to introduce more supernatural characters into the DC universe. Having Keanu Reeves' version of Hellblazer interact with figures like Zatanna, Swamp Thing, and Deadman would be really interesting. As 2023 continues, we can expect more information about Constantine 2 to come out, especially since DC Studios is getting things underway. And how will Constantine 2 fit into the DCU? In the past year, there have been many changes in the DC Universe. The unexpected decision to put Batgirl on hold and ongoing controversies involving Ezra Miller, the star of The Flash, have been surprising. While the leadership of James Gunn and Peter Safran at DC Studios brings excitement, some of their choices, such as removing Henry Cavill as Superman and changing the focus of Black Adam, have faced criticism. Despite this, the idea of a fresh direction for the DCU is captivating, especially if it means Keanu Reeves' Constantine becomes a part of it. Even though a lot of the DC Universe's upcoming plans are unknown, Constantine 2 appears to be moving forward. Depending on how the character fits into the universe, he could have a lasting presence. While the first Constantine movie was a standalone story, the sequel might become part of a bigger, hero-filled world. While Constantine doesn't usually team up with major heroes like Batman or Superman, he has done so in the past, suggesting that he could interact with more prominent DC characters. However, the creative minds behind the DC Universe might have an even more exciting plan in store. Additionally, there are upcoming DC movies and TV shows in which Constantine could make an appearance. First is The Sandman Season 2. Since The Sandman has found great success on Netflix, Keanu Reeves' Constantine might also have a chance to appear in that series. The different versions of The Sandman have had a complex connection with the wider DC Universe, often connecting to characters with supernatural aspects. The Sandman's characters, including two versions of Joanna Constantine, portrayed by Jenna Coleman, have already hinted at a potential connection with Reeves' Constantine. Introducing Keanu Reeves' Constantine in The Sandman Season 2 might be a challenging task due to the significant changes required to smoothly integrate his character into the storyline. However, it's feasible, with the possibility of reimagining Reeves' version to have connections with Joanna. Similarly, Reeves' John Constantine could be portrayed as an associate or guide to Joanna Constantine, establishing a more solid link between the Sandman and Constantine. Next is the Swamp Thing. Another upcoming project in the DC Universe's initial chapter is Swamp Thing, which offers another opportunity for Keanu Reeves' Constantine to show up. Swamp Thing's origins in comic books have been explored in different movie and TV versions, and its prominent role in the DCU's early phase highlights his importance in the overarching 10-year strategy. Furthermore, it's a logical choice for Swamp Thing to cross paths with Constantine, especially considering that James Mangold, known for directing Logan, is already involved. Similar to Constantine, Swamp Thing is a darker DC character engaged in combating supernatural dangers, creating an opportunity for Keanu Reeves' Constantine to either have a brief appearance or a more significant supporting role in the movie. Moreover, there's a strong likelihood that Swamp Thing could serve as a foundation for a larger collaborative endeavor, and Reeves' Constantine could play a role in further developing this potential project. Well, there you have it. As the future of Keanu Reeves' Constantine unfolds, it's clear that exciting possibilities are on the horizon. Whether he joins the Sandman, makes an appearance in Swamp Thing, or potentially becomes part of the larger DC Universe, Reeves' return as Constantine brings a fresh wave of anticipation. And if you're eager to know more about where and when Constantine will reprise his role, stay tuned with me. I'll be back with the latest updates on Constantine's journey in the DC Universe.